And we're back again with another spooky season episode. All right. So last week we talked about ghosts, whether we believed it or not. And then we ended with spectrophilia. If you didn't watch that video, go ahead and check it out. If you click this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Also, this is a comedy podcast. So if you get offended by anything we say, subscribe. All right, Larry, what are we talking about today? What are we doing?
George is getting the lifetime opportunity he's always waited for. He gets to talk about his favorite horror movies and why they actually suck now compared to when they used to, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, there's only one company to blame.
Oh my God. Bro, they're going to sue you one day.
They're coming after me. Right?
They're gonna literally Disney Plus you.
No, so when you hit me up and you said that you wanted to talk about like horror movies and whether they've kind of decreased in quality, I was like, that's a good question, right? Because a lot of my favorites, because I'm a snob, are from like the 80s, right? The OG horror movies. Like I love the original, like Halloween, Jason, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Thing, right? Those are just a few of my favorite movies. And then the early 2000s still did their thing because like I said in the other episode, one of my favorites is also Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers 2 is also really good.
2000.
Yeah. So,
but Get Out isn't one of your favorite?
See, this is where we change things a bit, right? Because when you think about those horror movies that I just mentioned, right? And then you think about Get Out, it's a psychological horror that's more than like a monster or some kind of demon or monster under the bed type horror, right? The Exorcist, right? OG, right? Great horror movie. Get Out. Are we saying that they're both on the same level of horror? Absolutely not. But that's the thing of like horror. It's so subjective, right? Somebody that can be terrified by Get Out, like yourself, for very obvious reasons, might watch The Exorcist and not get afraid at all, right? Because that's some white people shit. So like, and this is why I did make that comment about A24, because A24 has led horror to go down a route where it's less scary in the original idea, but it's a lot of psychological horror, I guess.
The movie with Nicolas Cage, was that Long Legs?
It was Long Legs.
Was that
that's
A24?
Neon.
Okay.
And here, I'll talk shit on A24.
That shit was awful.
Yeah, and I can talk shit on Neon too, but I still respect them because they're trying to step away from Hollywood stories. They're not doing remakes, right?
Yeah.
They're not doing sequels. They're trying to be, this is an original script. Let's just do it. Right. So shout out to them for doing that. Long Legs, for example, right? A24 has a lot. I'm not a fan of a lot of A24 horror movies. Obviously. I think one of my favorite ones is probably Talk to Me. And it suffered from the opposite of what I think A24 movies need to do. A24 movies are too long. They give us too much information that leads to nothing. While Talk to Me could have used an extra 15, 20 minutes. It was an hour and 30 minutes going in, which is like the bare minimum for a movie. And I really enjoyed Talk to Me, but I would have liked to see more. Where I was like, I walked away from an A24 movie thinking it was too short, which is like, oh, that's fucking weird because they're always too long.
So do you think that's like the problem, like in general with horror movies now, is that number one, we've kind of changed the definition, and number two,
I think so.
Like people aren't taking risks like a Neon. Like they're doing it similar to what the gaming industry is doing. Like they're just playing it safe. They're putting the money into the CGI and less into the story. Yeah,
I think so.
Okay.
But also I'm not going to say, because a lot of people are like, oh, there's no more originality. I don't think that's the case at all. You're just too mainstream. Because one of the greatest horror movies that I think came out in the last couple of years was When Evil Lurks, and you've probably never even heard of it.
Not.
It's a low key film. It's in Spanish. It's fucking amazing.
Well, that's why nobody's watching it. It's not even allowed.
It's all that gibberish, right? They're getting deported. But the movie is so good, and it's like truly scary. It's like it follows the story of like how like death attaches to people. Right. So if you witness somebody get killed, then that death is now yours. Right.
So that reminds me of
weird
Smile.
way. Kind of, but it spreads rapidly. It kind of goes into animals too. Like it's a crazy fucking movie.
That's a good concept. I think somebody else has actually done something similar to that, but I'll check that out.
But ultimately, it's like I think one demon really that's feeding off of these people's deaths. So but it's a great movie. So that's an example of like if you're not going out and looking for different movies and you're not giving indie movies a chance. You're going to be like, yeah, there's no fucking movies.
It's funny you said that because I pulled up everybody's favorite movie rating website, Rotten Tomatoes.
Right. Everybody believes them.
Never can do any wrong. And they had the 200 best horror movies of all time. And
Jaws is up there.
Number one. How did you know?
I just
oh my God. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Jaws is number one.
Which is, I guess it goes into that psychological thriller, but it's also viewed even as a monster movie because Jaws being the monster. I see where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Because if you release that movie and people were afraid to go to the beach, then it's a horror movie.
Oh, 100%. Right? But also it could have been the thing that made people afraid to go to the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
And then like the entire list is basically, to your point, movies from 1970s. They've got Silence of the Lambs on here. Like there's only like a handful, maybe 2 or 3 that are actually from 2000, I'll say 5 and beyond.
Okay.
So there are some movies though, to your credit, that have come out more recently that are like super original and very good. A Quiet Place. One of my favorite. Would you classify that as a horror movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a monster movie.
Okay. So for you, it has to have a monster in it.
Not really. Well, I guess because then that's like
psychological
standard
thriller.
Yeah, then anything else, is psychological, which you can view it as horror, like if that's your thing.
Would Friday then, in your using your definition?
What's Friday?
Friday the 13th.
Oh, Friday the 13th. Okay. Yeah.
Did I have to say the?
I was thinking about Ice Cube's.
That's definitely a horror movie. If you black, you know that was a horror movie, 100%.
This motherfucker's gonna die.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yo, big worm, some weed, bro. But no, yeah. Would Friday the 13th, by your definition, be considered a horror movie?
Yeah.
Okay. But even though Jason at one point was a man, he's.
But that's never really. So the first Friday the 13th doesn't even have Jason.
Okay.
Like,
what is that?
It's the mom.
Okay.
So the story is like the kid got killed, and then the first Friday the 13th, the mom is killing everybody out of revenge for them letting her kid die. And then the second one is when they introduce Jason, where he's like resurrected because the mom, like her death affects him, and now he's resurrected to get revenge for her.
So then the mom is not a monster.
But it's a slasher, right?
Okay.
So Scream, what do you think? Like, is Scream a horror movie? I think so. It's a slasher.
See, George is doing what we're bending the rules.
We're moving the goalposts.
Yeah, totally. Because I would think also Scream could be a psychological thriller where it's a fucking maniac like Psycho running around.
But like slashers, it's like the guy is still like, I guess not a monster, but it's still like the big bad guy, right?
So would Scream be a scary movie?
Some people, it's categorized as a horror movie. Yeah, I don't know if it's scary, but it's a horror movie.
Okay, I don't know. I guess I'll give it to you. I want to say you're wrong, but you know more about this shit.
No, you can. That's the thing. It's subjective. You can tell me Scream's not a scary movie, and I would be like, I understand where you're coming from. But it's still like a horror movie. People are getting killed, and you know what I mean. It's just it's a whodunit. Yeah, that's really it.
What do you think is like the top 5 in the Rotten Tomatoes list?
Well, we said Jaws was
number
there,
1. Yeah,
right. I'm gonna probably say Alien.
Oh, George is good. George is good. Alien is number 3.
Okay. Number 2, sticking with that theme.
Yeah.
Psycho, is Psycho in there?
Psycho is number 5.
Okay. And then 2 more. I'm not gonna. They wouldn't put. You're not gonna
get the other 2.
Okay, what are the other 2?
Let the Right One In.
Okay.
And then Get Out is number 4.
They put Get Out on number 4. Shout out to Jordan Peele.
We don't make the rules.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have never guessed that. Let the Right One In. I could see that one being there. It's a vampire movie. I forget what language it is. But
did you see Nope?
I did.
Is Nope horror or psychological thriller?
Because there's a monster.
There's
a monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There's some consistency with you. It's just all over the fucking place.
Oh man, yeah. It's like psychological. That's what A24 does best, though. Is their psychological, because like Midsommar. Have you seen Midsommar? It's just like a cult doing cult things and sacrificing people. But it's more of a psychological. Like I saw it. I'm like, at no point in this movie did I feel afraid. But it's supposed to be more of a mental thing, right? People love Midsommar. Go ahead. I don't.
Obviously.
Hereditary. People are like the scariest movie ever. I think the last 20 minutes were creepy.
You know, I'll give you your props. Your movie knowledge is extensive, but I would expect that from a motherfucker who pays for the premium plus cinema membership. Shit. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing until I met you. Oh, this motherfucker just gets to skip the line and get like snacks? What the hell is happening?
Well, here's how I'm gonna piss people off if I haven't already. Okay. Right? The Witch, A24, came out in like 2015.
Okay. I never heard of that.
Hereditary, A24. Baseline, same movie. People are gonna fucking hate me for that. Baseline, same movie. So The Witch came out first.
Okay.
But both of them follow the story of a family. Right. The eldest is responsible for watching the youngest. The youngest kid gets killed, causes turmoil in the family. One of the parents absolutely starts to hate the older because they let the younger child die.
Okay.
Right. It's both witches. And in the end, unnecessary nudity in both of them, just naked people. And when I tell people that are fans of like Hereditary and everything, they're not the same movie. I'm like, sure, they changed some stuff, but baseline telling you what I said, they're the same fucking movie.
So they just rebranded it.
Yeah. So people are like, oh, Hereditary's. No, The Witch is better because it came out first and it was more original. Okay. All they did was restyle the story for Hereditary. Come after me. I don't care. I said what I said.
Yo, I honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't really like enjoy the horror movie genre like that. Maybe it's because I haven't watched enough of them, but it's like.
So if I were to ask you what your top 5 horror movies are,
I probably couldn't even tell you.
Get Out. Nope.
Number 1, Get Out.
Us. It's all
all Jordan Peele. I didn't watch Us actually.
No.
When I saw it, I was like, the concept just seems a little stupid. Yeah. I don't know if I want to watch this.
I didn't really fuck with it.
But just like the thought of paying my money for somebody to scare the shit out of me does not make sense. You want my flight or fight response to be active for 2.5 hours? Is that even healthy?
I saw this thing that was like people that like horror, like really love horror, get peace from it. And I do feel at ease when I watch horror movies. And it was like an anxiety thing where it's like the chaos is in the movie. Yeah. It's not in my life.
Okay.
So I can watch that shit pop off and I know that it's not happening to me. So
until a dude in the theater gets up and starts stabbing people.
Now it's my problem. But I have years of training.
Oh, yo, that's funny as shit.
I've seen this before.
I know how to get out. There's the exit. I'm going to break his legs, break his jaw.
Take him down. But no, I absolutely love horror movies.
Oh man, yeah.
But it's one of the hardest genres because like it's too hard.
And also, like there were people literally who were passing out, throwing up in theaters. Like that to me is just not an enjoyable experience. Why would you subject yourself to that?
I don't know anybody that's ever experienced that level of fear. But if you know that going in, then you might be a psychopath where you'd be like, I don't do scary movies well at all. When I watch them at home, I get dizzy. So I'm going to the theater to watch it. You might be crazy. But you know who I do have to give props to far as horror movies go is Terrifier. So
I've never heard of that either.
So Terrifier, shout out to them. Started off with like a $10,000-$15,000 budget.
Okay.
And it was like if you watch it, you can tell it's a low budget. It's a very gory movie. It's a slasher movie. The psycho clown that kills people for fun, right? Second one came out. Then they had like $2 million, $3 million budget, and they did their thing. Third one got a theatrical release, high budget. So I'm like, all right, I fuck with that. And now it's like in the horror world, Art the Clown, which is the killer, is now on the list of like Halloween, like Michael Myers, and he's
he got
now,
it out the mud.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I'm like, in the horror movies, as far as slashers go, I give Terrifier their props because you created a new character that stands next to the Jason and the Friday the 13th. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to them.
Yeah. That actually reminds me of the short film that we watched. That actually scared the shit out of me.
The one we did last year.
The box.
Yeah. That was really well done too.
Very well done. Yeah. I was like, man, like these people did all this with an iPhone camera or whatever they were using.
Creativity, brother.
Yeah.
But it was so well put together. And I think its execution is everything. So
I think there's something to say. I'm going to do some research on this. People who enjoy horror movies, like, are they sociopaths? Are they psychopaths?
I feel like you're just like, you want to call me a sociopath much as you can.
Yeah, we already know you're a pathological liar. So there's that. There has to be some sort of like connection between those. I don't think so. Those mental disabilities. But yeah, like you get peace from watching people get stabbed and bleed to death. Mm-hmm. Well, I watch anime, so I don't know.
Have you ever watched a horror anime?
Is there such a thing?
From what I've heard. So a coworker.
Maybe Attack on Titan is probably the closest thing I've seen to a horror anime. That shit is terrifying.
A coworker was like, because I was talking about Demon Slayer and she was like super into anime. She was like, have you ever seen a horror anime? I was like, I've actually never seen.
Oh, George is going to orgasm.
And she was like, there's a good one. It's about like, and she didn't go really into detail, but it was like kids are being like killed and kidnapped or whatever. I'm like, all right, I might check it out. I don't know the name of it. She didn't give it to me yet, but I'm like, a horror anime might be dope.
Yeah, George is going to be in the house under the sheets with lotion watching this shit.
Spectrophilia.
Oh, that was well done. Yeah. That was well done. All right, that was all I had for today.
All right, so talking about movies.
Yeah, what you got?
I guess you don't have that much knowledge. It's not no clips. But I wanted to do a Would You Rather segment. Oh, God. So I'm going to give you two characters from two horror movies, and you let me know which one you would rather deal with.
Why does this feel like your Black History Month little snippet that you had when you had me choosing which characters would technically be
now Black. That I should have put Get Out in there because that would have been the scariest idea to you, right? The white guy in your mind, you're not you anymore, right? He's balling out.
Nah, wake up, I got 800 credit score.
Yeah. Life's easy now.
Right.
All right. So would you rather take on Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees? That's a cliche. But who would you rather deal with?
Michael Myers or Jason? I feel like Jason walks faster, so I'm gonna go with Michael Myers.
Okay.
I'm running. Obviously, neither one of them can die.
Yeah.
Michael Myers just be power walking every fucking movie I've ever seen. I've never seen bro run.
I think in both of their franchises, somebody has attempted to box them. But I think in the Halloween, the only one that I saw, you're gonna laugh, is Busta Rhymes fighting inside of like a burning house. Yeah, the house is on fire. He's doing like spin kicks.
He held it down for us. It's like he was Eddie from Tekken.
Yeah.
Oh, so stupid.
And then I forget the character's name in the Friday the 13th one where he was like literally fucking, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
And Jason.
Well, we also know Jason about that shit because he was fighting Freddy. So
yeah, he boxed.
Anybody fighting Freddy Krueger, first of all, that is, to me, the scariest motherfucker. I can't go to sleep.
Well, I was good. The next one was, would you rather deal with Freddy Krueger or Pennywise?
Probably Pennywise, because if his whole kink is that he just want me to be terrified, I'm like, bro, your forehead big as shit. Like, I'm not.
But that's both. Of you. Freddy Krueger feeds off of your fear.
Yeah, but in my dream, that is terrifying. Like, that's legitimately
but
scary.
If you're not afraid of him, he can't do anything to you.
Bruh, who's not going to be afraid of him? Yes, you're right. But who's not going to be afraid of him if in your sleep you've got fucking nails going into your eyeballs and worms eating your toes?
And then what he does is like, he'll scare you so much, but let you live
Yes.
So that you can tell everybody else.
And then everybody's scared. Yeah. Bro, it's literally that death movie you're talking about. It's like a plague.
Talking about, so this is a side note. So have you seen the Black Phone?
No, but I see they're coming out with a second one.
The first one is really good.
Okay.
Second one coming out, but it just looks like he's Freddy Krueger because it's like he's killing people in their sleep or some shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some movies need to just be one.
That's true.
But I don't know. I haven't seen the second one. I am going to watch it. So
it's not out yet though.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Check that out.
So this one is easier. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Or Ghostface from Scream.
Ghostface. I'm beating his ass.
Yeah, but there's usually about 2 or 3 of them now. They gonna jump.
Is that the thing?
That's the
like,
thing, yeah.
Y'all some pussies.
Like in the first one, there were 2.
Yeah.
Right. Then there was the one.
Yeah.
But now it's like 2 or 3. Like a family thing. Everybody's like,
I'm feeling a little woozy here.
Yeah.
It's my turn. Give me the knife.
Yeah.
That shit had me dying, bro. Comedy.
I love that movie.
Comedy.
And then Leatherface, like I'm not taking on that big ass fucker.
Oh my God.
That man throws around a chainsaw like a baseball bat.
Bro.
Ain't no way I'm taking that guy.
You ever
on.
see the movie of Mice and Men? You ever heard of the book?
I've heard of the book.
Okay, so there's this dude, just like superhuman strength, brain dead. That's who Leatherface reminds me of. And the fucking movie of Mice and Men, Bull broke his hand just by squeezing it.
Insane.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so Scream. That makes more sense.
Of course.
Okay, Pinhead. That's the dude from Hellraiser.
Yes.
Or Candyman.
I feel like me and Candyman would get along just because, we got a lot in common. So.
No, I think you gonna try to fucking connect with Candyman?
Can he even die?
No, I don't think so. But neither can.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So here's the thing, right? With Pinhead, is if you don't touch the fucking cube and unlock him, he ain't coming out.
No, but
if he's out, you're done.
In this scenario, he's already out, right?
You're done. So who would you rather deal with though?
Wow.
At this point, it's really like, would you rather be tortured by a demon?
Yeah.
Or just killed by Candyman?
I guess just kill me.
Because
I don't want to be
Pinhead
tortured.
is going to take you to hell and torture you.
Yeah, I'm good off that. Because if he pull out like a leather strap and a ball or something,
whatever he needs to do.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level of torture.
I love that. That's your peak horror.
Yeah. Oh, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
horror movie.
That's your horror movie. That's funny as hell. All right, and then the last one is not really comparable.
Okay.
But I couldn't really find anybody to like put him up against because it's Jeepers Creepers.
Okay.
Or like a zombie apocalypse. I don't know who would be the Jeepers Creepers like opposite. But would you rather deal with Jeepers Creepers coming after you, or would you rather just have a zombie?
I would rather have the zombie apocalypse.
I agree.
Putting anybody up against supernatural beings is just not fair.
But that's the most selfish answer of you.
Why?
Because you could just die. You're telling the whole world to 100%. Be like, because then you got a chance. Zombie apocalypse, I might be able to handle myself. Yes. Jeepers Creepers, I'm dying.
I'm dead.
And you was like, I'd rather take the whole world with me.
Why I gotta be the one that had to suffer?
But the thing is, like, Jeepers Creepers is like, he only has 23 days.
That's more than enough.
He coming after you.
Bruh.
Even if you survive.
Bruh.
You
can't even survive PPA for 23 days. You get 2 tickets, your shit done in a week.
That's funny.
You think you're gonna survive Jeepers? Cut it out.
I saw this TikTok that this girl was like, that she, like, out of all the horror movie characters, she was like, give me Jeepers Creepers. Everybody was like, he will fight. Like, you have no chance. No. My man could smell you from miles away.
Yes.
And like, he's throwing human bones as weapons.
The only legit horror character it makes sense aside from Ghostface fighting is Chucky. And even then, like, you're going to be exhausted.
Because it's a toy, but it has a grown man's strength.
Yes. And he will never stop.
Yeah.
Bro is legit been trying to kill, what's the little boy name? Or
Andy.
Trying to take his body since 1936.
I wonder, so what came first? I guess it was Chucky before Toy Story, right? Because Andy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they were like...
Wow, I never even put the two together. This is actual,
give me the power I beg of thee.
This is the actual Andy he's been chasing, but now he's turned the toys into his allies. Yeah. Oh wow, that's really weird.
I hate the comparison though, because people were like, "Oh, would you rather deal with Chucky or Annabelle?" I'm like, those aren't even the same. Sure, they're dolls, but Chucky's just a possessed doll, possessed by a human.
Yeah.
Annabelle's being controlled by a demon.
Yeah, no, that's a legit.
I'm not dealing with Annabelle.
X-Men Omega level threat. Yeah, bro, I'm good.
I'm not dealing with Annabelle.
I don't know how people even think that those type of scenarios are easy to judge. But
yeah, because then somebody else was like that. I forget the scenario, but it was like The Exorcist or something else. I'm like, I'm never going to take on the Exorcist. That's a demon. Who do you think I am? Sam Winchester from fucking Supernatural? I'm not taking demons on.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think they watch so many movies where they're like, oh, I know how to deal with it. You don't. You don't know how to deal with some shit until you're in it.
Bro, there was a movie called The Monster Interview. It's a low-key movie. It's not, that's like, if you know that, you kind of know ball low-key. You know what I mean?
This motherfucker says you know ball. Wow.
But The Monster Interview is basically, it's a found footage movie where these people are like, so monsters exist in this world and they want to interview them. So they're like, they reach out and find a vampire, a werewolf. Right? Like a mummy. Like it's like these monsters.
Sounds like a comedy.
That they want to bring together and conduct an interview for. And they bring all these monsters together. But one of them that they invited was like a possessed person that was possessed by a demon. And of course, the last 30 minutes of the movie is the demon killing everyone. Because I'm like, who invited the demon? It's a fucking demon.
And who thought that was a good idea? Like,
bro, so it was like, don't bring a demon into a monster
the power levels are the power levels are not equal in this scenario.
All right, look, if I pissed you off with my whole A24, then I did my fucking part. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
Whole time A24 is the one suppressing our algorithm.
Right, they're silencing me.
Lobby and YouTube.
Hit like and subscribe. Comment down below on what you think is like top tier horror movies.
Yeah.
Is psychological thrillers true horror? Can they be side by side with monster movies and Jaws?
Crazy.
Yeah, Jaws. I mean, Jaws. I get it.
Crazy.
The reason Jaws, I think, I don't like. You know the story with like Steven Spielberg not being able to get the fucking shark mechanic to work properly.
No,
like,
I don't know that.
Yeah, so Steven Spielberg could not get the animatronic of the shark to work. So he had to rewrite the script to show it a lot less and just build the ambiance of a shark in the water.
And that worked better.
And it just worked out better.
Oh my God. Yeah. I imagine like people would see it once and then be like, all right.
Over it. Yeah.
It's kind of like, you ever watch Lost?
Yeah,
when you found out it was actually just a tornado
or something. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
So, that's why I don't fuck with shows. Because like now they've released the full season and I can watch it or whatever. But before it was like I used to have to invest years to a show because it was like comes out once a week, right? And then in the end, the finale is ass. I done dedicated 5 years to you, brother, and you just fucked up the ending.
Shout out to One Piece.
Now we both pissing people off. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Spooky season. We'll do another one next week. And bye-bye.
Peace.